Welcome to The Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. The support is amazing. I know I say this every episode, but I really have to keep reiterating it. I definitely see the streams are up tremendously than they have been in a long time, and the streams have definitely been steady on my podcast, but they are truly up in the last 2 or 3 months or so, and especially these last couple of months. And I guess because I've decided to go daily posting, so it has been wonderful. It's really been wonderful. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for the retweets. Thanks for the reposts. Letting people know. Thanks for subscribing. There are quite a few thousands of subscribers out there from different platforms, and I really should go get the numbers from all the platforms. Maybe in the next couple of podcasts, I'll gather all the numbers from the different outlets for which you listen to The Queen's Lair and let you know how many subscribers there are, if I'm able to pull that information. But okay, so this next subject that I'm going to cover is from an email that I got that talked about getting business. How do I stay getting consistent business? So making consistent sales. Okay. So getting consistent sales, and thank you, Jeannie, for this, or Jeannie, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but thank you very much for this question. How do you get consistent sales, or how do you stay consistent in your sales? Well, there's no magic formula to this, okay? But what I have found through my own experience, through the experience, through my clients and all of that, the way that you stay consistent is to stay motivated. Because once you are unmotivated, once you allow outside forces to, bring you down and all of that, that is when you begin to start slipping. The bottom line is this: sales are not always guaranteed. Let's just really be honest. Sales are not guaranteed. I am sure that there are plenty of brick and mortar stores out there who open their doors and not one person walks in for the day, especially if it's bad weather, inclement weather here on the East Coast, and in the Southeast, we're about to have some really crazy inclement weather coming this weekend. So a lot of stores are going to feel the pinch of that because people are just not going to be out on the icy, snowy roads and everything. So there's going to be times where you're open for business, whether you're a brick and mortar store, or whether you're online, that you're not going to sell one thing. It happens. Okay. The thing is to dig into if it's over a prolonged period of time, especially online. This is more for my online retailers or my online sellers. If it's over a prolonged period of time, now you need to figure out your marketing strategy, because that's one of the things that's probably lacking why business is not coming to your page, especially if you go look at your analytics on your page. Let's say you have a Shopify page. Everybody knows I absolutely love Shopify, and that's what I build my client websites on. Shopify has a ton of analytics, and you can see where traffic is coming from. You can also see, sometimes you can see the origin of the traffic as well. I know in Google Analytics you can. If you put your Google Analytics number into Shopify, then you can get even deeper reports through Google And you can see where the bulk of your hits are coming from. Like, I know that about 70% of my business at one time was coming from ads on Google, maybe 40% or so was coming from Instagram, somewhere around there. I think that's kind of changed now a little bit because Instagram has implemented linking from your stories, and you no longer have to have 10,000 followers or more to link from your stories out to whatever website you want. So I can now post in my stories and I can put a link to said product. I can put a link to said, affiliate link or whatever it is, that makes you commissions and all that sort of thing. So being able to link out does change your analytics, and I think I probably need to run my analytics for the past couple of months since that link option has been in place, right? But you have to stay consistent. Pay attention to your numbers. See where your traffic is coming from. Are you marketing to that traffic in the right way? You wouldn't market, I'm just trying to think of something really outrageous. You wouldn't market dance lessons to, I don't even know. Okay, you wouldn't market dance lessons to a nursery where babies can't walk. I know that sounds so crazy, but you know what I mean? That's such an off-the-wall thing. But if you're marketing, you can market toys. You can market those little play mat toys, because babies at 6 months old are not going to be running around dancing. They can't walk yet. Well, most babies, some of these pandemic babies, I don't know. But for the most part, a 6-month-old can't walk. So now you need toys that they can play with, things that make sounds. Those are the type of marketing tactics that you want to sell to those parents, those moms, those dads. And that's another thing too, is we tend to sell to the wrong people in the group, right? People think that you want to sell things to the kids. You're not selling to the kids, because the kids can't make the decision. You're selling to the parents. You want to get the kids excited so they ask for certain things, but you really want to sell to the parents. The parents want to know that the toy is not a choking hazard. The parents want to know that the toy doesn't make too much noise to make them crazy. You know what I mean? So you got to market that way and be very strategic about how you market. That's going to be the way to go. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. The way that you market on Valentine's Day, there's certain marketing for men, there's certain marketing for women. The way that you market to women is more of the romantic tone. If you do this and you do that and you get this bottle of wine and this massage oil and it's going to be a romantic time, you come from the romance. Guys, for the most part, don't really care about that stuff. But how you market to the guys, here's a free 99 tip for you. How you market to the men is you say, do you want your lady to really love you? You want your lady to be impressed? This is what you do. Okay? And then you teach the guy how to lay everything out for his lady. You teach the guy how to put a meal together. Maybe he doesn't cook, but maybe you want to put a meal together to really impress her. That's how you come at that. For men, it's a little bit more practical in that regard. But for women, everything is romance and red and pink and, all these amazing things. Marketing is a thing. So staying consistent with your marketing is how you're going to get sales, because eventually people will start to really pay attention. And if it's not working, you have to look at, am I targeting the right market? Because some people are just targeting the wrong market, or they're not really sure what niche market they need to be in. And then the ones that are in a market It's just totally wrong. So definitely pay attention to how you market and make sure that you're marketing consistently. If you don't have the budget, because this was another part of the question, what happens when you don't have a huge budget? Maybe you have, I'm going to tell you things you could do if you have no budget. If you have no budget, social media will be your friend because social media is free, right? So market on Instagram. Instagram is huge. Market your stuff to your Facebook friends on Facebook. Have a business page on Facebook. And just push the information out there. Make sure you're using hashtags. I cannot stress this enough. How are you doing these captions out here, people, with no hashtags? And you're in business. How? Here's the thing with hashtags. The only people that are going to see your posts, for the most part, the people who chose to follow you, the people who chose to click like on Facebook. They will absolutely see your posts at some time. But even then, only 10%, up to 10% at a time even see your post. So that's why repeating a post is also important. Now, I'm not saying to say the same thing 10 times in a row, because I see people do that all the time and it looks crazy. But what you do is you post consistently, and every so often you repeat a post, because chances are somebody who is following you, who chose to see your stuff, is not going to see it all the time. The only way people who are following you are going to see everything that you post is if they specifically set up a notification for it. Otherwise, they'll see about 10% of your stuff. Isn't that wild? And it really depends on the algorithm how much they interact with you. Because if they don't interact with you much, if they don't click like on your stuff or comment or respond to a story or whatever, you will fall lower on the totem pole in their algorithm. Okay? Because the algorithm also works, on the fact of who you interact with the most, because it assumes that, you like these 10, 15 accounts. So we're going to show you these 10, 15 accounts all the time. You can even look in your analytics if you're a business, and you can see the top 50 accounts that you interact with all the time, and then the lower 50 that you hardly interact with. Maybe some of those folks just need to be unfollowed, because you're not even interacting with them. You never see their stuff anyway. So consistency is really where it's at. Consistency in your marketing, and make sure that you got a post going up there. I'm not saying that you have to post every single day, 7 days a week. Not necessarily, but a good rule of thumb that I use for my clients is to post at least once a day, especially Monday through Friday. Once a day is more than enough. Sometime in the morning to early afternoon is usually the best cocktail to do, because by that time, people on the East Coast and the West Coast and even other time zones, it's kind of an in the middle type of thing. That's the way to go. But the consistency, right? So Instagram, Facebook is free. Twitter is free. Email, sending an email. Some people don't even know what you have for sale. Some people don't even know what business you're in. So email them. Let them know that, hey, didn't know if you knew. Here's my website. If you want to send out regular emails like a drip campaign, you could do that too. You can do that as well to keep people updated. I send out a once a month newsletter. Some of my clients have packages where they have social media coverage. So we post on their social media and curate their social media feeds, and they get a weekly newsletter. So the weekly newsletter should have some type of news about your company in there, maybe wins, things that you have coming up. It should also have anything that you have, sales that are coming up, all of that sort of stuff. Services that you provide, if you're service-based. That is what should be in your newsletter. Okay? So we got to stay consistent with the marketing. And then do a mix of products. If you're doing all high end, make sure that your audience is high end, because I see that a lot. People have high end stuff, but they're marketing to the folks that like to shop at Walmart, the folks that like to shop at Costco. Now, this is not a blanket statement. Okay? This is not a blanket statement that because you shop at Walmart, you don't shop high end. I'm not saying that, because I shop at Walmart and I do shop high end as well. But when I say that is because that demographic that is shopping at Walmart, where that's one of their main places, high end is not always going to be in the picture, sometimes if at all. So make sure that you're targeting the right audiences. The high end shoppers, those are going to be more of the Neiman Marcus. Those are going to be more of the Coach. Those are going to be more of Balenciaga and and up. Fendi, whatever. So that's how you want to target your ads. Now, targeted ads, that's a whole other story, and we can get into that in another episode. But that's how you want, if you have somebody working on ads for you, you want to make sure that your ads are targeted to people that have similarities to what it is you're trying to sell, like in your genre, right? Consistency is key. But you also cannot get disappointed and down on yourself when things are not moving. Because sometimes, I've dealt with this so many times with folks who are only happy when they're selling. Meaning they have an attitude, they're very short, they just, have nothing positive in life to say because they're not selling anything or products are not moving or whatever the case may be. You can't only be happy when products are moving. You have to be excited and happy about your business every single day. Yes, you will have disappointments. Yes, there will be times that you won't be happy. But honestly, if you push yourself, even on the really bad days, to try to have a good day, somehow the good will come from that. So don't just celebrate when you have a sale. Celebrate the fact that you're in business and you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, even though product sales or services might be slow right now. Everybody's feeling the pinch financially, even millionaires. Trust me. They're not always not all of them are bringing in all the same money that they did before. Not all of them. Some have had to make shifts. Some have had to sell off some cars, sell off some homes, you know what I mean? Just to make sure that they're okay. So pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to market trends. Be in and, of the know of those market trends and make sure that you are well versed in what's happening within your genre, because that is going to help you stay consistent and create content that people will want to engage with. Ergo, over time, spend money with you. The like trust factor? Yeah. All right, so consistency is absolutely key, but we want to make sure that we're even digging into the correct niche to begin with, because that is going to set off a domino effect of success if you curate it the right way. All right, so that's all I got for you today. I'll continue on connecting with this. I think it may take another episode or two to go through some of these things when it comes to sales and business. But if you want to find me on social media, at Onyx Queen Media on all socials, but Instagram is my most active. And if you want to email me, keep the emails coming. I'm liking these subjects. hello@onyxqueenmedia.com. Talk to you tomorrow, you guys. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With 1 click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.